what is Jalen Brunson doing here? Stop. Okay, you're switching the screen. It's guard to guard right here. So if you're Jalen Brunson, just allow Derek White to come off the screen. But instead, you lean towards the screen early. Derek White's going to refuse it, get in the lane, swing, Drew Holiday wide open. Just switch. This is big to big. Mitchell Robinson takes Jaylen Brown. Julius Randle underneath on Porzingis. Josh Hart's right here to help Mitchell Robinson if he needs it. Instead, you're running this stupid drop coverage. Here's a 2-on-1. Whatever. Easy. Cannot leave Josh Hart on an island with Jason Tatum. I'm down here if I'm Mitchell Robinson. I'm either going to be up with Josh Hart, can either force him into the gaps here, or we can double and it's a simple rotation, okay? But you cannot leave Jason Tatum on an island. Let's take a look what happens when you leave him on an island. Josh Hart's got to get underneath when he switches here. This gap has got to be closed. Mitchell Robinson's coming to guard. There should be no space for that crossover. Must send help. Al Horford has got DiVincenzo down low. I got to get, first of all, Jalen Brunson can't be guarding like this was back to the ball. And I got to get down here, okay? And then we're just going to rotate. These are simple rotations, okay? Or you're going to leave DiVincenzo on an island guarding Al Horford in the post. Dante DiVincenzo does not need to gamble here. Emmanuel Quigley literally has nobody else to guard, okay? So just get up. Force Jaylen Brown into this help right here. Instead, what does DiVincenzo do? Gamble. Good night. Okay, first of all, Julius Randle's can't stop. Your head's got to be on a swivel, right? I got to be seeing man and ball at all times. That's not what you're doing right here. Also, stop. Josh Hart, you got to be calling out. Flare. So Julius Randle's okay. I got to get up and over the top. A flare screen's coming. Apparently, he wasn't told that. Open 3. Okay, you got a loose ball that Boston comes up with. This is just like guarding out of transition. Stop. Everyone's got to find a body now, right? Quigley back here. Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo. Can't stand around in the middle of nowhere. Emmanuel Quigley does a great job dropping here and getting into the gaps. So if you're Josh Hart, all you got to do is you got to force Jason Tatum towards the middle of the floor. Okay, so we're going to get our hands off Jason Tatum. We're forcing him this way. Where we can stunt, we can recover. But you're not doing that. So now Jason Tatum, you're letting him back you down away from that help. +1. Why do the Knicks refuse to just switch? Mitchell Robinson's up. Josh Hart's already over here helping. Julius Randle's underneath. Instead, I don't even know what the Knicks are doing. You're switching, and then you say, nah, let's switch back. Well, it's too late. Now Mitchell Robinson's lakening over to Porzingis. Couple of pump fakes, keeps him off balance. Bucket +1. Get back. Jalen Brunson gets this layup blocked. Josh Hart, Julius Randle, you got to sprint back now. Like, you're standing. How does this happen at the end of the half? Julius Randle needs to sprint back. Get in this gap right here. Josh Hart, we're just going to force Jason Tatum to where your help is. Julius Randle doesn't get back. Josh Hart is not showing his hands, forcing Jason Tatum to where this help should be. So now Jason Tatum's able to go away from that help. Now this turns into a trap. Swing it to Jaylen Brown. Triple at the end of the half. Again, you have a strong side ISO with Jason Tatum. Again, this is an easy double because we just simply rotate. That's it. It's not hard. How many times do we need to watch this? Okay, so Mitchell Robinson's coming down to trap here. That means Jalen Brunson, first of all, has to get over here, forcing Jason Tatum into this trap. And Mitchell Robinson cannot let Jason Tatum turn the corner on this trap. But look at Jalen Brunson's not getting over here, so now that means he's going to be off balance, and Mitchell Robinson just let Jason Tatum turn the corner. Good night. I mean, who's going to be wide open here? Oh, it's going to be Derek White. That collapses everyone, and there's no one to box out. You're Jalen Brunson, and you're going under. You cannot make contact with the screener. I got to get all the way under here. You make contact with the screener going under, well, now you're not going to get on the other side in time. So now Mitchell Robinson has to step up and help, and Kristaps Porzingis can just pop open for 3. Never guard like this if you're Jalen Brunson. First of all, my back is always to the baseline. I'm seeing ball, I'm seeing man, and I'm not getting out past the 3-point line for no reason. You got your back to the sideline now. You're guarding out past the 3-point line. Beat back door. Why is everything so difficult for the Knicks? Mitchell Robinson switches. First of all, Josh Hart needs to get underneath immediately on the switch. Instead, he's switching over the top, meaning Quentin Grimes got to get in backside help because you're late. And then Mitchell Robinson says, I'd rather go back and guard Porzingis. Well, first of all, now Tatum's wide open because you're supposed to be switched. But because Quentin Grimes had to come in backside help because Josh Hart was late to switch, Drew Holiday's also wide open for an offensive rebound when Jason Tatum misses this wide open three that was given up by terrible coaching and preparation. Okay, so Julius Randle should not be dribbling into traffic, but why is Dante DiVincenzo not even in the picture yet? Stop. Dante DiVincenzo, as soon as you saw Jaylen Brown go to double, I'm cutting. I'm already gone. Okay? And this is probably a drop-off for a layup. If not, you're occupying a defender, and now Quentin Grimes can relocate and be open up there. But you make Julius Randle dribble into traffic, because you stood, and now here go the Celtics. How does this happen out of a sideline out of bounds? Obviously, on a sideline out of bounds, Dante DiVincenzo needs to get underneath Drew Holiday. Obviously. And battle for position. Obviously, you can't play over the top without backside help. Obviously. Again, you have Emmanuel Quigley here ready to help. If you're Josh Hart, just get over and force Tatum into this help. I can stunt, I can recover. But you're not forcing Tatum to where your help is. So, obviously, you should be doubling a strong side ISO every time. Jalen Brunson needs to get wide, and then you're just gonna rotate. It's very easy. But instead, you let Drew Holiday go one-on-one with DiVincenzo. Stop. Now, Josh Hart does dig down and get this dribble picked up, okay? So we don't need 5 Knicks players in the paint right now, okay? Jalen Brunson, back out. Emmanuel Quigley, back out. Hartenstein, back out. The dribble's picked up. Everyone stands. Swing, swing, open three, Pritchard. Hey, if you're Josh Hart right here, no, stop. Show your hands. Now, Jalen Brunson needs to get his back to the baseline right here so he's in help. His feet are set. He'll be in the gaps. DiVincenzo comes over here too, so I can flip my hips and force Tatum this way. But I got to show my hands. You got your hands on Jason Tatum right now. So now he's able to get you off and that help never gets there. Again, on this switch, Josh Hart has got to get underneath. Mitchell Robinson should already be up here. And then Jason Tatum, there should be no place to go. We're going to force him here. But Josh Hart goes over the top. Mitchell Robinson is late anyways. So the Knicks switch. It's a bad switch because Josh Hart isn't underneath right away. But okay, whatever. Stop. You're Mitchell Robinson. Emmanuel Quigley's coming over here to help you. So there's no reason to play off. Up. Force him into help. I have help here. I have help here. Okay? What does Mitchell Robinson do? Look at Quigley. He's all the way over here. What? Stop playing off Jason Tatum. Apparently Julius Randle's going to give up the baseline here. Fine. Get up, though, and force him baseline. Emmanuel Quigley would have to beat Tatum to this spot, and then you just rotate down here. And then you rotate, you rotate, you rotate. But you're playing off Tatum again. Unbelievable. You got to rotate to the ball if you're Mitchell Robinson. As soon as this ball gets swung, we're dropping underneath the three-point line to get in the gap. Stop. And Josh Hart just got to show his hands. Now, Mitchell Robinson's not here, but he should be in the gaps, and Josh Hart can just show his hands. All right, I can stunt, I can recover. None of that happens. None.